Great, great morning and evening, afternoon to you all for joining me at this hour. Welcome to 338 of Investdata Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I'll tell you that markets across the world are very, very mixed now, and it tells you that investors continue to react to one information coming from one end or the other, especially as we are seeing that the market across the globe have entered what we call a central bank season. You'll be laughing. But Mr. President, we saw last week that ECB also hike rate. That was their meeting for this week. We have three, nation or three different countries having their MPC meeting. I mean MPC policy meeting. They were having a Fed meeting starting tomorrow, and we will see the communique on Wednesday. And also we're also expecting a you know Bank of England on Thursday and that of Japan on Friday. These are what's going to shape the market as we speak. And what is happening in the commodity market is also so. It tells you that this is what is also driving what the concern of many central banks, committee. But I believe that also because you know that as you hike rate, you're also putting the economy where we're trying to put the activity there also in a tight corner because cost of borrowing will also be high, and that's why I say it's a dilemma for most of the central banks as we speak now. Is it the time for them to pause? Is it time for them to to kind of leave rate unchanged or also hike with a minimal point? Yes, we have seen 25 basic points recently from these banks. Are they going to reduce it to 10 basic points? We saw in China, China did about 10 basic point decline cut, and that of Bank of England in their last meeting was also unchanged, remaining negative interest rate. But we can see all these things playing out around the world, and these are what will shape what the direction of the market as we speak. And that is why investors in any market right now is literally sitting at the fence because they see there's a lot of concern as regard what oil price because of the court was saying in Saudi Arabia and that of Russia, how it's going to affect demand, also supply in what in the last quarter of the year, and also seeing the little recovery in China. Also, China the data economy as released so far, looking at their industrial production and the data we saw, is it whether we want to see a turnaround in demand? And these are the things that's also kind of impacting on what on these prices of oil. But I will tell you that when I say the market is mixed in the and across the globe, we are seeing that fear also have also entered the market because ahead of Fed meeting, tomorrow and Wednesday, you can see that some markets are already in red. We saw that the Asia market, as we speak, price of stock has have moved to the southward direction as a lot of investors looking at the risky nature of what the outcome will look like. That is also affecting that market right away. Even when I said last week we saw little improvement in data that came from China, that is not reflecting. Also, we have seen that the property giant also have they will continue to see some sell off there as a lot of recent detail about one of the staff and all the staffs of that company also clear a kind of sell off again in that company, knowing that these property companies also one have also supported the market there. These are the things we are seeing that in that Asia market we are seeing also that so many of them are in red, even when also Bank of China, the people Bank of China is also trying to also manage everything, try to like make sure that the economy is is in order with measures of more stimulus underway. But still, we're seeing that the physical plan is yet also to support the economy, even with all the cuts they are doing. We saw last time trying to boost trade, they cut rate for for trading gain and tax and all those stuff. But still, the market there is still also wobbling. But don't forget that this Fed meeting, also Bank of England, all is also in focus as we speak now. That is why also you can see market is quiet in that environment, but still in red as we speak now, right away. But the stock in India is still very, very, very much missed. We are seeing that the index for the 50 index of India is in green, positive right away as we speak now, which is a good one for me. And also we are seeing also another index in that region that also let's say likely a missed one, but the optimism for for India economy continue as well as a fast growing economies in the world. We are seeing all this also playing out what in that domain for what for for Asia stock, but for that of European stock, we're seeing that all are in red, saying that last week we saw that central ECB hike rate, and also the rate hike this period, all eyes, and that's also playing on what, playing on the European market. You can see that European market, I will tell you, they are in red right away. We are seeing most of the stocks there, indices there are in red right away as we speak. And you can tell that what is happening also, as all eyes on the outcome of Fed meeting and all that, is also affecting the trading in that environment as we speak now. But I believe that the investors also are taking advantage of this pullback, knowing that we are entering the last quarter of the year. That's why in every domain you want to look at what is happening in that environment, knowing that also the recent inflation figure that came in this mature economies in this Western world, they are not also abating. Right, we have seen a renewed uptick in this inflation figure, and that also is a threat. And that's why I see that they are the central banks for this domain increase their kind of hike their rate. Is have a war also affecting the economy. That's why don't forget that anywhere in the world, no matter what we are trading, interest rate has the way of influencing world fund. And that's despite we are seeing kind of mistrend before now. It is this interest rate and all that will be a major move that investors are keeping their eyes on. And if you move from this domain and say, look at what is happening also in other lines, like let's look at what is happening in US. US market at this hour at open in green. Fine. We are seeing that as a result of what expectation to see where the market will go in. We saw that last week. We saw that the tech stock pushed the market in red that Friday. But this morning we're seeing those tech stock also looking up again. We're seeing that Jones slightly in green, that of S&P and also Nasdaq also in green this hour. But don't forget that all eyes are also shift toward to Fed meeting. That means cautious trading is all across the globe because of what is likely to happen at the end of the meeting on Wednesday, when that the meeting will commence as from what as from tomorrow, hopefully by God grace. But I believe that this is what is also guiding investors in that environment too. And don't forget that also IPOs are coming in that environment. Don't forget that when we are seeing this IPO coming, it also give a lot of also concern and also courage to most of the investors that want to take long-term position, looking at all these prices of these IPOs. We have seen last time we saw an IPO from the tech company was oversubscribed. Then but now we are seeing also another one coming in US. These are the things that we expect that is going to play positively on the market across the globe. Knowing that investors are also looking at where they can take advantage of what is also happening around them, because it is good for every investor to know how to go about his or her investment. Once you're able to capture it and also direct your movement, it helps you to make what information. Knowing that today is the first trading day of the week, and we are seeing this quiet and mixed trend around the globe. It tells that the financial market also telling that investors are relatively careful, trying to get upward to say that these central banks, as they meet this week, what decision is going to shape. And that's why you see that volume in most of these markets are not as big as previous day, because everybody kind of trader are waiting to see what direction they'll be going. And I believe that also helped also investors to know exactly what to do. I believe that Wednesday decision from Fed was also going to be a big one. And also investors are also looking at what's going to come out from the People's Bank of China and not that of Fed. Also, we expect that also on Wednesday the Swiss National Bank also and Bank of England, as I mentioned, these are people that are meeting this week for policy decision. This also going to influence. That's why the market starting across the globe a bit quiet and missed, some in red and slightly we are seeing some also in green. But this trend will continue till Friday, up and down in it. And I told you that when you are not seeing a trend for 2 or 3 days, tell you that trend is not sustainable. That means you need to understand what to do at this particular time as a trader or investor. You don't need to rush into position because of rushing sake. You must understand why you are taking that position in the market. As I said, as all eyes on this Fed meeting, let's see what's going to come out at the end of the day before you jump into the market. Is understand once you're able to get the clue where the market is going, it gives you a lot of confidence what you are doing. But if you are following the bandwagon, you are also guessing, the market can throw you up and down. And that's why I say we must continue to guide us on what to do so that at the end of the day, we'll be in for what? For the better gain of the market. Once you're able to do that, I will tell you, solo will not remain the same. You must understand how to invest with knowledge. And when you do that knowledge and also have a plan you are trading, I will tell you, you will stay ahead of the market in most cases, unless you are just guessing and also you are panicking. Yes, I will say that in this class that once you're able to use your fundamental technical analysis and also sentiment, the next thing that is very, very important that you need to apply patience. But also when you see something changing the market, you must follow the trend, and that is also what is part of what we are doing here in Investdata. And that's why I will advise that you should join me and other experts this coming live after this Saturday, the upper Saturday, so that the Q4 masterclass for Investdata, where also will be giving you an insight what to do. We'll talk trades in that terminal, and also state of the market for you to know what to do now. It's very, very important, especially as any season, Q3 any season reporting is also around the corner. You must take decision, and that is why as we are seeing market opportunity, it's an opportunity for us to see a better opportunity, a better chance to take those trades that has that potential to give you more than what inflation is doing, even times two of what inflation is doing today. We saw the last inflation figure that was on Friday. We are seeing almost 25.8% against 24.08. You can see that in about 1.5, 1.2%. It tells you that you need to also take decision on how to work to end again to edge against this inflation, and you must be in right stock. I tell you, every other instrument as we speak, no matter how you see it, whether you are what this about you are, they are still on negative return. Looking at what inflation is doing today. For that, we need to also know why we are taking our decision. And don't forget that inflation is not a friend. We know that inflation in Nigeria will continue. Knowing that we are still struggling with our FS issue, evaluation, and also the new pump price of petroleum. All these are winning. We're also seeing that even the gas will say that we're having gas in excess in Nigeria. We're also seeing fear that also people are pointing out that it's likely that gas will hit about 18,000 naira before the end of December. You can see all this is going to to kind of put pressure on prices, and that already for you, those companies that has what it takes, even when increase price, it's what should be a service sector. Like I already said before, now you need to know how to invest in that dimension so that you can take advantage of the market anytime, any day to go to make informed investment decision. Don't just follow the market for following sake. You must take informed decision and also stay ahead of the market, as I always say. That is the only way for you to invest profitably. Don't be threatened by the movement we are seeing in the fixed income market. I said that the yield and interest outlook for either treasury bill or even but the bond market has been on a very strength because of inflation. Now inflation is also hitting up higher. It tells you that they are already threatened. That means you need to set those stocks that have potential. We are seeing what the banks have done in terms of the recent trillion they have paid. That is a clue of what's going to happen at the end of the day. You must follow all this trend to know exactly what to do at the right time. You don't need to just sit down and fold your hand. You must know what is happening in your environment where you are to guide you to make what informed investment decision. This is very, very important so that we will know what we are doing at the right time. Coming back to the market, yes, we have seen that recently that the market is trying to resist kind of a decline, but at the same time, we are seeing that the market is kind of like trending, bringing kind of in a consolidation mode. But already before now, we are seeing a barely divergent. But last week we saw an improved volume that also kind of hint or give us a trigger of a bull on that way. But also it can also be a trap. So you need to go this week. So is that because you don't buy into environment where it's still shaking, but we are seeing improvement in price this morning. It tells you that you need to also read today and tomorrow before you can now jump up. Because I tell you, the market has not come out of that mode. Once we have seen a breakout again to see another boom in the market, and that will be as from what when we are seeing the Q3 number in the month of October. They have to also understand that this period, knowing that this month of September has been a mixed month in terms of profit taking and other. Seeing also into that news that came from different angle from CBN, from the grading of a NSE index in the frontier market. These are the things, but I tell you, once you start seeing the numbers in October, you might see another. But also, investors should start realigning their portfolio before this number. That's why you must not miss the Q4 masterclass so that you can position early before this number start hitting the market so that you can also join the rally. But I tell you, the way the government is going, even with the appointment of new minister, new nominee of the monetary policy, which is the central bank and the directors, tells you that yes, there's a shift we are seeing. You also move. Let's see where they are going, and for you to benefit, you must key in first. You don't wait to start manifesting, but you are reading the body language, the statement, the policies of the government. I guide you to make what informed investment decision. Yes, as we speak now, the market is back to 67,600 68.87. Market is up by 273.13, up by 0.38, which is almost 0.4 right away as we speak. But the good thing is that the market also maintain a positive market breadth, which is good. We are seeing about 15 gainers right away and 11 losers in the market. If you look at these losers now, let's look at the top losers right in the market. We are seeing Sky Aviation losing. I'm not surprised because what brought that stock up there is just the manipulation. Let me tell you that language, but you see that the volume of them and also improved number. But I'll tell you the price of this movement of the stock was just on a small volume. But now that we're seeing profit taking, let's see how far it's going to come down and see. But I think there's a better opportunity in the market in this sector because we're seeing improvement in NACO, we're seeing also improvement in a Cavaton. Let's see what we can do in that industry. But for me, look at what come out from SACO in terms of dividend and where are they going on their earnings. Will support the dividend? They paid 16 kobo last year, 2022, and NACO paid 120 kobo. You can see where you are going. Let's see whether also Cavaton will turn profit after paying dividend again. But we must know why you are keen to a stock. Yes, we are seeing that Skyway is the one leading this morning. We are seeing Code V Business Solution following, and no, we are not surprised to see that communication also, and Guinea Insurance and Unity Bank, in this category. Unity Bank, I've said it, you have to play that stock with caution. A bank that has a negative shareholder for about 274 billion, you have to, no matter the price go up, play with caution in that kind of position. Yes, look at the other side, which is the green side. I said there are 15 gainers as we speak. We expect that as market proceeds the afternoon, we must see better. This time, we expect to see the afternoon traders coming back to the market. We have seen also position increasing. Yes, if you look at the gainers that we are seeing that Champs is leading with 10% flat, followed by Northern Nigeria Flower May. We are seeing Owando also followed by 10%. And we're also pricing the Universal Insurance also 10% up and Lasaco 10%. I see this coming because we were told earlier in this class that factor driving insurance what performance is as a result of what the new premium that also is playing. We have to play with caution in that industry, know where you are putting your money and what is paying. Because I tell you, yeah, even the past performance is not a guarantee of the future, but you need to know where you are going and the antecedent of this company and the dividend paying policy and and all of that, so that you know what you are doing in this insurance company. Yes, also we are going back to see what is happening in terms of volume activities in the market right away. We are seeing that UBA has tested almost 8 naira, 18 naira, 8 kobo this morning. For me, from investor will be taking profit right away. Consider volume in UBA is about 77.93 million share traded so far. While Universal Insurance was seeing 43.1 million share traded so far. Chance 31.9 million shares traded so far. Access Corp at 17 naira 50 kobo was already 26.3 million share, and the Transcorp at 648 20.8 million shares. You can see that the volume is relatively small, but we're seeing position taken in this backing. So that means you can see that power of performance or earnings is very key. You can see that the number that UBA has changed the psychology of investor. But for UBA to hit 18 naira, you can see that there's massive interest in that stock, which I do that. Access Bank will do the same thing. I don't see any assets going below what UBA have done in terms of dividend payout of 50 kobo. That will send a wrong signal if they go below it. If they are surpassed again for assets, we have seen how assets kind of surprise the market in their full year 2022. Let's keep our finger crossed as we look forward to see this company's result. Yes, before we go into looking at the chart, I know that you'll be eager to see the chart, but let's look at the number that were released to the market recently, especially this number that came from what? From Owando. Why I say Owando? Owando has been, what would I call it now? Is it that something is your stock, or is it a bank stock, what I'll call it? But Owando have kept the market in a confused state. They come with one decision or one publication here. They will not keep to what they are even publishing themselves. For that, confidence have kind of eroded before now. But I believe that the number that came this morning for 2021 also is an eye opener. But because all eyes are still on October, court cases are still pending, and also Wando is yet to come out to say whether they are continuing their delisting, because we have not seen anywhere in this market that minority shareholder will have to initiate the listing of a company. Okay, like one of the class was said that what those came up was for them to eat the goodies alone. But now that the goods have been made available for everyone to know, I think are they kind of withdrawing from the listing? and they can see that others in the market are taking advantage of the market to increase their wealth and also to create wealth for their shareholders and also have access to funds to increase their business. What they wonder is it going to go outside the market and go to OTC where the market the main board exchange is doing well. No, these are the things why investors are contending with. But let's wait and see either a conclusion from Wando in that direction, or we want to say the court case, what will happen. But if you look at the number that came, it's a clue or a kind of an insight what investors should expect from the 2022 financial year for Wando. But for me, Wando can even surprise us, even giving us an insight of what happened in 2021 and 2022 and come and tell you another story. But because we have seen what have happened globally, there's no way for them to come and tell story again. We have seen the number that came from other or less. Even with the oil, with the FX devaluation, it's not, Wando had no result. It will come at the end of Q2 2023. Let's see that 2022 should be positive, and let's see whether they are finally out of loss, because already they've seen a loss out of loss from 2020 to profit of 32 billion in 2022. If that trend continues in 2022, that means in 2023, are we expecting dividends or are they paying dividends from 2022? These are the things that investors are looking at. This month, we are seeing a high demand for the stock. It has almost gained 10% today again. But look at the data the number that came to the market. Let's look at this figure, how it looked like, so that it also gives us an answer what to do. If you look at the top line, earnings are good. I won't lie you. We saw that the revenue moved from 477.1 billion to 803.5 billion. That's about 68%. Green, good one. And we saw that the profit after tax, we saw a rebound from a loss of 140.6 billion in 2020 to 32.9 billion in 2021, which is good. At about, if you take it about more than 100 and something percent, coming back from that positive, which is good. But also, if you look at if the company is placing about 2022 naira 88 kobo in full year for 2021, then that means it's a sign that they are going somewhere, because from a loss of 9 naira 9 any per share in 2020, for me, that means if they build on this in their 2022 result that we're also looking at, that will also be a plus for Wando. Then the profit margin was seen that a negative of 29.4%, to a positive 4.1%, fine for the board. What you know that if you look at Wando result, you can see that they got a reversal impediment that now kind of generated about 104.8 billion for this same year 2021. As a trader or investor, you must know what you are looking for in this company and what there. For those that enter at 5 naira and you have made almost 100%, you know what you are still waiting for. Those that are buying, you know why you are buying. That's why you must know the reason why you're entering the stock, and also you must have a plan, a time where you want to stay, so that you will not be tossed up and down in the market. For those that took profit earlier before now, there's no cause for it to regret. If we are seeing a consistent movement, nothing stopping for jumping back. It's better to buy a stock that is trending up than to buy a stock that is also pulling back. But if we let's say if one day comes out and tell us yes, they are not delisting again, and also I've seen a back for consistent for 2 or 3 years, that we can also boldly say exactly what to do with Wando, because Wando has not been what transparent before now. But if this number is going to speak for them, going to for us to start changing our perspective towards Wando. But until they become regular in the numbers for us to plan, to look at where they are going, before we cannot do that. But for now, we are still guessing and also still investing to trading the Wando with caution. I would say it's still in the with caution until they come out clearly to tell us where they are going. This is what I would say at this point. Yes, let's quickly go to the chart to see what is happening in the market. Yes, quickly, if you look at the chart here, this is the NGS index. You can see that the market is up now, trying to break out the T line again. This is our T line, which is the blue line. You can see it yourself, and you can see the MACD here also. You can see MACD. Let's quickly call up our T line. Let's call up our money flow. T line is already there. Let's call up our money flow. Is very key to us, because see where the fund is going right now in the market. We need to know where the fund is going. We need to know where the fund is going. We need to know where the fund is going. Yes, you can see that even as the market is trying to eat up, the fund is still not looking strong, but above the 50 basic point to read the 65.83 right away, on a daily chart. I can see that market is about to cross the T line, break it down before it. But you can see at this point that there's a divergence between the index looking up here. If you mark it up here, you can see also a divergence that this one is also looking down this way. The momentum here is looking down. You can also put it here. Momentum is looking down. You can draw this, down here. You can see it looking down. And but if you look at this histogram here too, you can see that it's still bearish. But still, look up, you can see that the blue is once the blue cross the red one up, that is also is you can see that the blue is down already there to cross. Once it cross, these are the things we also be considering when we are looking at the market. Like here, we are seeing that the market is trying to resist decline at this point after breaking out this 2008 what we call double top here that was big to make all this uptrend to around the 68 458. You can see that since the market trying to come down, trying to resist decline, you can see the slight trend going to this level, stabilize, try to go up again. But until there is a real breakout of this peak here, this consolidation here, that would not say a new trend is up. As far we are seeing a bearish divergence, yes, but we are seeing improved volume as a either call it spike or whatever I call it. But let's still keep our eye to see to confirm the bull trend. Yes, for us, the market is up. I can see that if you look at the chart here, you can see from where that, for example, let's look at this. You can see that the market is still, below the T line marginally or almost. I can see, okay, at across the T line. Good, actually, let me draw it. You can see that it has crossed the T line here now up. Let's good one for the market. You can see it here that this Friday green position below the T line, but this one it has crossed the T line up. On a you can see the volume is relatively small, lower than what we saw so far. Friday performance in terms of volume, but let's keep up our eyes on it. If this trend is sustained tomorrow again, well, that's a new trend. But market must book at this level before we saw another bullish trend is in the market. You get me? So that you understand this is the peak of the market at 68,458. Now market trying to start trend, but the now back down here. We are seeing also a kind of uptrend. We saw yesterday Friday green, today green, which also building up the trend. Once we're able to confirm it on Friday, on Tuesday again, that will also be a good trend for us to watch. That's why it's good for you to look at all this, to see where they are going. It will help you to understand where the market is going at any time frame. Let's quickly look at the other time frames for us to know what is happening in the market. Look at 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, we are seeing that the market is coming what bullish. You can see that the 1 hour, look at what you are seeing. The last 3 or 4 hours, market has remained above the T line, going up. You can see that even the last 1 hour has seen a stronger, candlestick here. That, and also you are seeing also the volume also increasing in this 1 hour. You can see here that your MACD is what is bullish on a 1 hour chart. And money flow is reading almost at 74. Again, that's why you must look at this small time frame to know exactly what is happening in this market. That is why it's good to watch all this small time frame to give you more insight. If you also look at the 15-minute time frame, yes, you can see that a little profit taking sign here, but we are seeing that the market has remained also above the T line. Also, MACD is also bullish, and also money flow is also reading almost 100. I mean, it's a good sign for me that if this trend is sustained tomorrow, the market might likely break, especially when they start seeing the positive numbers from the service sector. That will be a boost for the market as we expect it to be. But if you look at 5 minute chart, 5 minute chart is telling us something also we have to also watch. 5 minute telling us that we're seeing a profit taking activity even when the markets are trend. We're seeing consolidation there, but still above the T line. But we're seeing that MACD is also this kind of descending. The histogram is kind of descending. You can see it from here, not accelerating, descending down here. And money flow is also looking down to read around the 71, 70, which is good because it's above 50. But you need to watch also. This is the shorter time frame, 5 minutes. I can see that open understand why the 15 and 1 hour is also very strong, and also the day chart is also a good one because it has crossed the T line. For less this trend be sustained is what we're looking at from what from tomorrow. If that happens, that would be a good one for the market. Yes, focus of our time, we look at what is happening in UBA. We all know the factor behind UBA, the positive sentiment right away. But we want to see how far will it go after it has tested 18 naira 8 kobo. Will this trend will sustain? It's good that we know. If you look at UBA on a day chart, you can see there's a strong candlestick here. Even when the market had to resist decline, you can see it here the previous days after the announcement of the 50 kobo. You can see a kind of a gap up above the T line here. That continue. You can see also your MACD. You can see that it's ascending in terms of the histogram. The bullish, MACD remain bullish in UBA for like almost to speak now for the past almost 3 to 4 trading days. You can see it here. After coming down, you can see it. The money flow is also really 72, looking up sharply on a daily chart, which is very, very good for UBA. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart is telling us the stock has remained up. Even as right now, it has tested the 1805, but as we speak, around the 1790 right away. You can see profit taking activities. After the long, kind of candlestick, we have seen that this red wall is short profit taking activities there. You can see good volume in the stock, fine. And the money flow is sharp on UBA. These are the things we also look at. Let's look at what is happening in charms. For those that are Investdata the premium class, you can see what to discuss last time in charms. If you go to your buy and sell signal, you can see that charms is also doing as expected. You can see that the momentum there is very, very strong. The last 1 hour, you can see a kind of a gap up here, sharp. You can see the positive. MACD is positive. Money flow is reading 80 on a 1 hour chart. Yes, you can look at the 15-minute chart for the stock. Look at, yes, we are seeing that the profit taking activities there, which is expected in the market, but it's not much because it's still above the T line for what I'm seeing here in the stock. But if we look at the I've shown the 1 hour. Let's look at the day chart to move to another chart, another stuff to look at what is happening. On the day chart, you can see that once you break out this resistance, you can see there's a here that quickly just break out this last one. The next one is about 140. Once it crosses, that's a new trend for the stock. That's why from here to here, the stock has come up with consolidation, and you can see also that the MACD has crossed up here above above here. For me, it's a good one. Also trading sharp above the T line. These are the things we'll be looking at. When you see stock, even when it comes above the T line, it comes down, came up again. And when I say when I see a day up, a day down, trend is not being built at the board. You can see that 2 days now I've seen the stock last Friday, and you can see the trend maintaining an uptrend. The maintaining an uptrend for me is a good one for the stock. We need to keep our eyes on this stock. Once it break out this one, that is a commencement of a new trend entirely. And money flow is sharp to be around the 87 on what on a day chart. It's good for the stock. Yeah, because of our time, we quickly look at that of what access curve and transcorp, or let's look at time parameters because our time is fast spent. See what is happening in access as all eyes are on the number access and transcorp. What to look at them. Access and transcorp, let's look at two of them. Yes, you also look at Access Bank and see that Access Bank, on the daily chart, you can see it has remained above the T line. This morning it has gone as far as almost 18 naira again before coming to trade around 770, 760 right now. But for me, there's no cause for alarm. And we can see what we are seeing in MACD. What the blue line cross is a good sign, a bullish sign we're seeing here. And money flow is a really narrow above 50, 53. For me, it's a good one for Access Corp. Let's look at the 1 hour chart for Access Corp. Also, you can see the line can see that it remain above the T line, bullish, and for me, there's no cause for alarm. Finally, because of our time, let's look at what is happening in Transcorp. That will be the last for today. I will look forward to see you tomorrow. And for those that are here to take, yes, on this note, look at the chart now display this Transcorp. You can see Transcorp here is still going above the T line on the 1 hour chart. Good one for me. MACD is bullish. Even though when money flow is looking up or down, you can see on a 1 hour chart. If you look at it on a day chart, let's see what it's doing. On a day chart also, we are seeing that the stock is trading above the T line. You can see it here. We're pulling back for other 2 days probably taking now. It's up this morning, but we are seeing that it's still MACD is still a kind of bearish and money flow is low at 120. We'll see to watch this stock, but there's potential in this stock for what to keep eyes on it. But let's see how it goes as we go forward to the next trading session tomorrow. But let's watch. But I believe that market will maintain the momentum generally as we are seeing number of stocks gaining and also buying interest in these stocks. I believe that the market will close positively at the end of the day. On this note, I'll say thank you. See you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.